Q-Vol. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, hello.
What's up, baby girl?
How you doing?
Miss Caw Pew Pew.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling tonight.
That's how you feeling, huh?
Yeah,
What's everybody?
I'm super excited because I've just been, getting these baskets together and, it's almost time. I know you got a couple of people out where we live, and then I got two kids that I found two kids that their dad works like in a warehouse,
Yeah.
and times have just been like a little tough for them and stuff like that. So got those two kids, and then the ones that are out of state we already sent out. So just kind of focusing on the ones in Arizona now, and it's getting good. I like it.
I still got more pictures I need to post. Um, but I know Burqueño said he got the ones you sent out there. Uh, Rascal mentioned he got the ones we sent over there. So far, so good.
And you guys, we were really all of us because everybody who donated and well, the channel, all of us, the Chronicle family, we
Yeah.
were all very generous with the baskets that went out of town. I mean, they had some really good stuff in them, so
Yeah.
just because they're not going to be here and have the whole experience, but I
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait to see them and hope that they like them. You
Yeah,
know.
they're not gonna see the Easter bunny, so they get a
Yeah.
little extra
Yeah.
in the bags in the baskets. I'll post it tonight when we're done. I'll post the other some of the other ones. Um, but definitely going well. I'm glad that they're getting there. I'm glad we had more people from out of state this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
for
we had
sure.
quite a few last year too, but this time we had a few extra, and I like that because I want to be all inclusive. And especially because of our viewers. You know what I mean? Like, if they got or know of kids that we can reach, fuck, man, that's what this is here for. You know what I mean? That this opens the door to us being able to do things that we otherwise wouldn't be able to do. So we really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much.
For sure.
For real, for real. Okay, let me see. I know we're coming on late. I've been dealing with some stuff at work, trying to get things going, and I'm not done till the evening times. Um, so so there it is. There, I like it. Go to sleep.
God.
I'm just playing. Just kidding, just kidding. No, serio. Really appreciate you guys, everybody that that is up this late and taking part in our conversation. Again, remember, if you have any questions, you have any comments, you have anything that you would like to add to the conversation, um, the main things that we would, for those that are new to the scene here, uh, we would like, if at all possible, um, comments, questions, and or uh, advice on how you believe or what you think we can do as a community, as a nonprofit, as it gets bigger, to reach out to these at-risk youth, to kids that are in trouble, to kids that are on the path to gangs, jail, all of the above. Um, what do you think is the best way? What would have worked for you if you were one of these kids? And what do you think would work today, if anything? Um, if you could please add to the dialogue so that we can, maybe at the end we have a Neapolitan approach, So Sergio said, "What's up, everyone?" AP said, 11:30. Orale, just in time for dinner.
Oh yeah, he gets off at 11, huh?
AP said, three bobbleheads. They late.
Oh goodness.
We do got to get them bobbleheads, bro.
No, wait till.
We got
Oh
to
my
figure this shit out. We got to get one for Jovan, too.
Okay, well, we're not.
Ray Diaz says, so when I said what's up to the Chronicle family while we wait for cricket and white fans, cue ball.
Oh, hey, Ray.
Ty 602 said he's a celebrity now. He takes his time.
Okay, well, he's not.
Actually,
So,
yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with it, bro. I know how to keep my celebrityism in check.
oh my God.
Is that a word?
No, it's not. And you're not one. You're just always late. It's
Whatever,
like
bro.
annoying.
Living life to the fullest.
But yeah, well, be on time.
Ty 602 said he's. Oh, wait. R. Lopez said, I meant Cubole. Cubo, bro. Sergio said, what's up, AP Ty Ray Lopez Sr.? Nachi Lewis, what's up? He said, holy shit, I'm early or you're late. Yeah, we're coming on late. We're coming on late tonight. Nachi, Paul Ceballos, what's up, homeboy? He said, Cubo. Sergio said, Nachi, my brother. So how'd your birthday go, Nachi? Did you do anything that we wouldn't do?
Oh yeah,
Remember his birthday was
it
last week.
was his birthday.
Yeah, bird. Sergio said, what's up, Paul? Heart Life said, hello, Sergio. Sup, Ty? Hey, Ray. AP. Sergio said, Muffin. Burqueño is in the house. What's up, brother? He said, Cubole.
Okay, okay.
What's going on, brother? Burqueño, everything looked good in them things, the baskets that came. Hopefully those kids enjoy that, man. Those look good. I like them. Maruca se aventó putting those together. AP said, and thank you, babe, for taking. I know it's without the audience that we wouldn't be able to do this stuff, but without you too, I mean, you're doing the legwork, so I really appreciate that. I mean, I'm over here
I
stuck.
just think that we need to focus our energy and our time more on things like this. You know what I mean? I just been seeing some crazy stuff in this world. Just messed up stuff. I see messed up stuff every day on a daily from parents, from
Yeah,
just human beings just acting just petty and just being mean spirited for no reason. And I just wish that they would take that energy and do something good with it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
like try to be good every day. You know, I actually think that uh, I think I'm gonna get not I'm not gonna get in trouble, but I'm pretty sure that this lady is gonna say something to my boss about me and the comment that I made to her. So there's this parent that brings in her kid, into the school, and the teacher teaches him guitar, and he's like, I don't want to do guitar anymore. Maybe I want to learn to play like the drums or something. So when he was, in his class, I'm talking to her out there, and she was like, oh, now he's saying he might want to do, drums and not guitar, and I don't like it. He quits this, he quits that, everything he does, he just quits. And she's just bashing her kid. Like he's like 13 going on 14, and she's like, he quits everything and this and that. And I just listened to her, and I was like, well, he's a kid. Of course, he's not going to know what he wants to do. I was like, us as adults, we quit things all the time. I
yeah,
was like, we quit relationships, We quit marriages, we quit our jobs, we change our cars. I mean, we change where we live. That doesn't mean we're quitters. I was like, he just probably hasn't found, like, kind of like his groove yet, what he really wants to do. I was like, I went to dental school for 2 months and hated it. And it was something I wanted to do all my life.
Yeah.
And I was an adult. And she's sitting here bashing her son. So when I'm telling her this, like, well, as adults, we quit this, quit that. I was like, so, I don't know, maybe don't be so hard on him. He's a good kid. You say he makes good grades, maybe just let him try it. And I guess she kind of got a little upset because I didn't like agree with her. So she just stood quiet and then she just like kind of walked away. And I was like, oh, okay, we're done talking here. It was just so weird and awkward. And then my boss, like, 10 minutes later, he was like, did you say something to that lady? Because she like made a comment, but I didn't like really hear what she said. I was like, oh my God. So I don't know. I have tomorrow off, but I'm waiting to go in on Friday and hopefully won't say anything to me. But I'm like, lady, you're divorced. Like you're divorced. Like you quit your marriage. Like you're divorced. And you're with this new guy. But you wanna get mad because he wants to change like his instrument?
Yeah.
Seriously? It's just so sad because I mean, like I said, I can't tell people how to parent. I can't, I can't tell people like, hey, be a parent like me. I can't do that, obviously, but it's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's sad when and like I said, I see this on a daily,
I
and
think
then
the
I see,
problem.
and then I see like grown people on a daily, grown men, grown women, just be mean for no reason. Just
Yeah.
the petty, the like, what does that do for you? I don't know. It's sad. So
Yeah.
I'd rather take all that energy and do it, put it into something that I really, really enjoy, and that is these kids. And
Yeah.
going and looking for each individual kid, like, okay, this kid is 10 years old, you know, uh, this is his name. What does he like? What would he like? And you get to sit there and go through the store and just think about, like, I wonder if he'll like this. I hope he likes that, and just they don't know it, but one day they're going to be like, hey, somebody cared about me. Somebody thought of me.
Oh, they're gonna
And it was
sense
a
that right
complete
away.
stranger, you know?
Yeah, that's gonna be immediate. Um, I don't think it's gonna be someday. I think right away they're gonna be like, "Damn, what the hell?" You know what I mean? Because it's not something that's a regular thing. You know, like you would take something like that for granted as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Not a bad thing. I'm just saying an individual that grows up with their parents, that has every Easter, every Christmas, every holiday, they do that. Like that, a basket is nothing to them. You know, that's why I think maybe even a lot of people are like, baskets. What the fuck, you guys? What is that? You know what I mean? They don't realize what the basket is, the symbol of someone thinking and caring about you, about this kid. You know what I mean? And I think it's huge to a kid that wouldn't otherwise get it because it's something that they're not going to just take that for granted and throw it in the corner. It's going to be like, wow, that's cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
different than That's why I know it seems like a small thing that we're doing, but if we put ourselves back to when we were those kids, and not necessarily you, babe, because you grew up a little bit better than some of us, and other people in the chat grew up maybe like you, and some grew up a little bit like me. Um, but if we put ourselves back into that time when you know Christmas was a jumbo Jack in a box, it would have been to have a fucking feast with a little fucking present would have been like, well, that shit's cool. It's like the movies, and I think that's why it's so important to do things like this. It's not about the basket or about the Easter thing. It's about showing these kids that somebody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like that if need be, they can turn to somebody, whoever it is that is bringing them to, like Burqueño. These two kids now know that they can count on him, and Burqueño
Mhm.
knows he can count on us if they do turn to him, and we give them that promise that hey, if they turn around and say, hey, we need help here, Burqueño can, he's not stuck holding the bag. He can come to the community and be like, hey, this is what's going on, and all the way through. We're not just handing out these baskets and saying, "Hey, go eat your eggs and shut the fuck up." I
Or
mean,
we'll see you next year. We want this to be like an all year round thing.
yeah, I mean
And I
that's why
want people to know too, like, hey guys, there's this kid in this neighborhood. I see him, he looks pobrecito. Maybe let's get him a few couple outfits, maybe some socks or something. We can all come together to do that,
yeah, and
you
that's why
know?
we put the flyers that one time in the backpacks so
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
knew who to reach out to if ever needed. Um, you know,
But like I said, and those kids too, that can lead to, if a kid isn't into now because his parents can't, when they go to school, some of them do get bullied if they can't handle their own. Like, oh my God, what are you wearing? That's just how kids are. They can't help it,
yeah,
But I don't know. I just really have been trying to focus, like all that energy and all that passion into something better instead of something petty,
yeah,
And I've just learned I've done this a couple of times where I'm in a situation and I'm somewhere and I literally walk up and walk out. And everybody's like, where's Giovanna? Like, where'd she go? Oh, she left. Why? Because I just don't want to be there. If I feel uncomfortable or disrespected or anything, I'll just get up and just walk away. Just
yeah.
walk away and let it be.
Burqueño Secule 100. AP said muffin greetings. Ty 602 said, what up, B23?
Oh,
So
goodness.
just Burqueño, someone blocked me on Rascals Live, LOL. Probably Tina.
Hi, there's it's
So
probably some
just
girl. It was probably like a 40-year-old woman
with a
with a
cat.
cat in an apartment.
Sergio said, I tried to say what's up to you and couldn't, LOL. Burqueño said, Sergio, I saw that it was hyper vigilant or something. Oh, who the hell is hyper vigilant? I got at Rascals, so hopefully he'll get in and pull you out that box. Sergio said, LOL, they didn't like my joke. I like your joke, Serge, said Ty
It
60.
it wasn't even a bad joke. It was something about you.
About
But
me?
again, yeah.
Uh,
But again, like I said, you know.
yeah. Sergio said, Ty, LOL, made a reference to him in Cricket's long conversations and got blocked. He said 300-second timeout. Sergio the Malo. Sergio said, Burqueño LOL. Damn, that's hard, said Ty. Sergio said, Oilo knew the scene. He's a young, hip cat. Me? You talking about me, bro?
He's not talking about you.
Pretty sure he is. He said it's a young, hip cat. Who else could he be talking about?
Okay, he's not talking about you.
Ty 602 said, what would have worked for you? For me, brother? You know, I hate when I get this question, bro.
Better
Be-
parents.
huh? Better parents?
That's what worked for you. Better parents. And that's what I think will work for every kid if they had better parents. Or if you
Yeah, but
can't have two parents, then at
okay,
least have one parent.
okay,
It's
but we
good.
can't give them that. So we got to go. There's something. It's got to be something else. So let me think. With me, it's hard to say, bro. La neta, I'm not sure. Um, and that's why I say sometimes, and you guys have heard me say, sometimes the kids need a wakatela, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
and go to the joint for a few years. That's not the bad part, and I know people are going to be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Look, I don't condone it. I don't want. I'm not saying that kids, that's some kind of, you know, it's not. It's not a path to manhood. That's not what I mean by that. What I mean is some need to be scared straight. And it ain't gonna happen by being yelled at by some fucking idiot. You know what I mean? That's not the scare straight. What I'm saying is some people may need to lose, some kids may need to lose a few years where they realize what they're losing. I think where things go wrong is where they get involved in more than just doing their time. Um, some, and I'm not talking about just politics. Some will go in and they'll meet some vato that slings dope, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, I have a bunch of people I could sell the dope to." They end up making connections in there where they shit like that. So I think that the issue is not the time; it's what you do with the time. And so, what I would say is, for me, what would have worked for me, I think, honestly, and it's nobody's fault, obviously, but my own. Okay, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not a victim, but I would honestly say what I think. I think what would have worked for me is not being placed in a high custody level yard at such an early age. Matthew Edwards, thank you, brother. He shot us $60, baby.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that very much, bro. Um, so as I'm saying, gracias, Sergio.
Mhm.
Is that me going to a high custody yard? My first yarda I went to was a walking five. I know that's different than some of the other states. In Arizona, five is the max. Like you guys have in California, fours. Four for us is high medium. Five is max. Um, and then five is usually slammed down. You go to the SMU one, SMU two. You're in a CDU, which is a controlled detention unit, they call it, or a central detention unit, kind of like your guys' shoes, special housing units. Um, so that's what a five usually is. However, they had one yarda, which was central unit, um, that had multiple cell blocks in there. And so people were housed there, but it was a walking one. They would open, your door would open, and it looks just like the movie type shit. You got the bars, you got one little bed inside there, or two little. You could touch both walls with your by spreading your arms out. Just that's the epitome of what you see on TV, right? But it's a walking five, and motherfuckers are getting whacked on this yard. So as a as a kid showing up there at the age of fresh 18, I was I was in awe of the individuals that everybody called legends, right? Which at the time I also called. I looked up to those individuals. I thought they were the cream of the crop. All the shit that people say about that those people. Um, and I threw myself out there. I was ready to, hey, whoever you guys need hit, let me know. I'm here. I'm here. Very eager. I was like the fucking stupid little dog jumping over that other big ass dog in the cartoon. Um, I wanted to be part of. Uh, I wanted to be part of it, and I think that again, I'm nobody's victim. I did it myself, but I was 18. I was still I still had the childish mentality. I was still stupid. I was still very young, thinking I knew everything about the world. I was still very easily manipulated as a childish mind is. Um, so I think where the Department of Corrections errs is that they mix kids of, you know, 18 to, I don't know what age you would stop it, how I would do it, but whatever. Um, with 40, 50, 60-year-old dudes that have been in the joint for 40 years already, 30 years. I've already committed homicides in prison. I've already done all that stuff. And so that shit to a stupid kid that is on in that path looks good to you. Looks like that's how you should conduct yourself. And so that was the mistake I think that was made. I think that if I wouldn't have started on such a high yard, I may have had a better chance. But again, I made my own decisions. I'm not blaming anybody but myself. I just think that that's one of the ways that the 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 Department of Corrections, the state, could kind of control that a little bit. You know, just knowing that okay, these 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds are not adults. Yes, their birthdays are of that age, but they're still stupid kids, and so we need to make sure that we place them away from these fucking bulldogs that are, you know, well versed in prison life, so that they don't teach these kids, you know, about that world. Um, so I think that's what would have worked for me was probably that. Nothing before that. All the talking in the world, being locked up as a juvenile, none of that shit meant nothing. Um, I would, you know, none of that would have worked. I don't know if a mentor coming into my life at 13 or 14 maybe uh, would have done something. I was pretty much on the streets. You know, I don't want to overstate it. You know, I mean, I had a home. My jefita lived there, uh, but I did me from the age of fucking I don't know 12 on, 11 on. Um, I came home when I wanted. I left when I wanted. Uh, you know, I was with the homies. I was smoking. I was drinking. I was all that other stuff. I was doing, you know, whatever you do as a stupid little adolescent gangster. That's what I was doing. And I don't know if some kind of mentor. I don't know who. You know what I mean? Like maybe my mom got a boyfriend that gave a fuck and pulled me to the side and would talk. I don't know who. I don't know, but maybe that would have made a difference. You know what I mean? I can't say for sure. Um, with what I'm doing now, I hope that that's the case because that's what I plan on doing as with, you know, as best as I can. Um, and I don't see how it could because that's what most of these kids are looking for. They're just looking for acceptance. They're looking for that adult mentor in their life to look up to. And unfortunately, they look up to those fucking creeps because that's the lifestyle they're living. You pull them out of that and hey, I'm going to pick you up this weekend. We're going to go, you know, fucking golf. I mean, well, goofy golf because I don't know how to golf. You know, whatever the fuck you're gonna do. But you know, you do things, you spend time, you talk, you have conversations, you let them talk to you about their little girlfriends, about school. You know, there's so many things that these kids just want to get off their chest, that they want to, you know, but it doesn't work when they go talk to some creep like that when he's just like, oh man, you gotta dig that bitch out. You know what I mean? Just fuck that hoe and get another bitch. Like that's not the conversation that these kids need to be having. And these dudes are not the right people to look up to. But unfortunately, that's who they're looking up to. They're looking up to broken fucking people. And so, yeah, that's what I think, brother. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I answered the question really.
I don't even know what the question was anymore. Holy
Well,
goodness.
he asked what would have helped for me.
My parents would have helped you.
I doubt it.
If you had a parent like me, whew, that'd be it for you.
Oh yeah, I would have had Jordans and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see. Okay.
Do you guys think that there's just some kids that just there's always that one that just cannot be helped?
I don't believe that.
Like
I don't believe.
look at the people that we know that are in prison for life or on death row.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like them, if they would have got the help they needed as kids, could they have changed, or
I believe
are, are
anybody.
they just some that are just,
No,
um,
I believe anybody can change, especially a kid. A kid's mind is still malleable. Um, they can think one way one day and a whole different way another day. These aren't grown men that are set in their ways. I think definitely that they can be helped. They can be changed. The question is how, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it just?
and what age would like make the difference, you know?
I think, well,
Yes.
because I think 13, 14 years old is when most kids are starting to get involved in gangs and get in trouble, um, usually. And I think, again, the cause of it is mostly broken homes, um, loss of a parental figure, usually the father. So there's no father figure in the house. The mother eventually loses the they eventually can no longer discipline the kid because the kid gets to the point where they're bigger than their mother. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
it's
what about those kids that have both parents and they had a great life, but they still wanted to be bad? They
yeah,
still want to be bad. Like, you see them one day and they're good, they look decent, and then the next time you see them, they look like thuggish ruggish, and you're like, what the heck happened to you? You don't come from a background like that, first of all. Why are you acting like that? It's
yeah,
obviously like the influence of the friends, the school,
yeah. There's
social
still,
media.
I mean, peer pressure is still a fucking huge thing. But on top of that, I don't think we could ever know whether they have two parents and everything looks good to the outside. We don't know what's happening in those homes. If you were to look at my house, babe, honestly, you know my family. Like as an outsider, not you because you've lived with it, but if you were just some willy foo foo on the street and you knew my jefita, you knew my stepdad, you knew my sisters and brothers and all that, wouldn't you say what the fuck happened to him?
Yeah, it looks like a pretty picture, but there are some kids though that really do have good parents, and I don't know why their kid comes out the way they do.
I just don't. I don't think that's the case. I think that there's because whenever you look under, like you scratch the surface, you'll see that there's something else. There's something going on there. It's not always the parents' thing. I mean, maybe the parents just work too goddamn much and they're not around for the kid. Um, and then the influences of the
I
other.
think I had, uh, and I think this was wrong of her, for um, and I know she loved me, and I know that she meant well, but my aunt, I wish she wouldn't have. Well, now I do, but I mean, influenced me to like talk to you. I was an 18-year-old girl. I just got out of a relationship of 2 years. I was only single for 4 months. And here I am talking to some prison guy that had killed people. And You know what I mean? Like, what the heck? Like,
What's wrong with that?
no, I'm just saying, like, as an adult, someone should have said something to me
No, yeah, I know.
because like I said, I grew up just perfectly fine. Why would I go that route?
But but then that's why, because look at your aunt. You were seeing what she was doing and how she was doing it. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see
And
what happened
we've
there.
shared the story before when I went to visit you and I didn't like you the first time and I was like in the elevator like a little annoyed. There was these other grown women that were in their 40s talking about, "Don't worry, you'll meet another guy in here." What do you mean I'll meet another guy in here? This isn't, Match.com. Like, what the heck? Like, I'm about to be 19. Like, you should be telling me you shouldn't be talking to anybody in here unless he's like your kid's dad or it's a family member. Like, what are you doing talking to this guy?
Yeah,
Nobody told me that.
but look at the kind of broads that you're talking about. I mean, those are broken ass
I know,
broads.
but they should have told me something like that, being 40 and me being 18 going on 19.
They're broken. They don't think that way, babe. They were there. I mean, the bottom
I
line,
mean,
they
I
were
mean, it
all.
worked out.
No, I know.
I mean, it worked out for me and you later, but still.
Plus, by the way, you did not like me when you first came,
Well, I thought you were a little rude, but I mean, we've talked about that before. But I mean, that's
but
not something.
you were love struck. I get it.
Okay, I think you're a little behind on the comments. So,
Burkenu said, "Cricket is that dealership that was going to donate the van still up for it?" I don't know, bro. A friend of mine mentioned that to me, and he's been real busy with his company, so I haven't even brought it up. It's not something that we need right now anyway, so I don't want to push it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that if I mention it or when the time comes, it will be. This is a very good friend of ours, and he has all kinds of connections. But I know he's very busy right now, so it's just something that he'll have to introduce me later on, and but right now it's unnecessary. I mean, it would just be parked because we don't have activities, we don't have resources yet. There's a lot of things that need to be put in place before we just get handed vehicles. So, but I would think so. Sergio said Nachi couldn't stay. He has an early morning. Oh, dale.
oh,
Burqueño said, yeah, they'll get a kick out of those baskets. I doubt they've ever had an Easter basket like that before. I took some pointers from Jovan to do my daughters. Oh, did you?
oh, sad. That's so cute. It's
Sergio,
just, just never heard of that stuff. Like growing up, I don't know. When I would hear about, oh, my mom doesn't do this, or I'm like, what? It was like, real, like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I got like 3 Easter baskets, sometimes 4 every year.
I mean,
So no, I'm just saying, like, it
I
just
know what you're saying. I'm just saying, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever gotten one.
you never got one when you were little?
I don't think so. I don't remember Easters.
I'm gonna get one this year.
But you remember
My mom's making me one.
My jefita's not very religious, so
No, I know, but you don't have to be religious. It's what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? All kids know it's like a holiday.
yeah, but
But I
you,
just, and again, I have to stop. I have to stop with that. Like, I can't believe people don't do that. There are people that don't do that. There are people that don't care about their kids. There are people in this world that can't go get their kid an Easter basket or a Christmas gift because they're just that type of parent. I have to learn to like, hey, there are those type of people, and that's fine. They can be that way. But
and
hey, we're gonna be there for them if you can't.
yeah, and also there are also those that use their last penny to pay the light bill and can't afford to do. you
Yeah.
know, the basket. So, I mean,
And
some of
that's like when we all step in and say, "Hey, it's okay. You can't. We will then,
yeah,
or we'll, we'll we'll do it this time, and we'll do it next year if you want us to also."
yeah. Let me see. Sergio said, Burqueño, she loads them up, huh? LOL. Burqueño said, thank you, Jovan, truly.
Oh no, thank you for real. I mean, those kids are gonna remember you
Yeah.
forever, Pequeño, for real. I mean, you and your wife and your family, what you guys do for them. I mean, that's what's up.
Ty 602 said, here we go, Jovan, trying to call the shots again.
What? When?
I don't know what you said, babe, but it's probably true.
When I was talking to that parent?
I don't
Well,
know.
she's bashing her kid. She's
Oh,
bashing her baby. Like, come on, you don't bash your kid like that to a stranger.
Burqueño said, Sergio, hell yeah. AP said, Giovanna fighting parents now. It just never stops. Burqueño said,
Oh,
AP, LOL. Chin check that Karen, Jovan, said Ty 602.
right?
Burqueño said, not sure if you talked to him recently, but Javier sends his regards, cricket and white fence. Uh,
Yeah. Javier's going through it right now, and I do need to reach out to him. I know I've been busy, but that's not an excuse. Um, I've been going to the doctors with my dad a lot. He's had a lot of appointments. He's been kind of sick. Um, and then, just my work and then the baskets. And I had a date today with my 5-year-old nephew. So it's we do those types of things. So I took him to the movies and things like that, but that's still no excuse. I'll get a hold of him, see how he's doing, see if they need anything. Javier, if you're listening, um, I hope you're not in too much pain. I know he said he was in pain, right?
I'm sure.
I hope they're helping you with something. But
Yeah, I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I haven't been able to. I'll explain to you, Burqueño, later what's going on. There've been a lot of shit going on here where I'm at. Um, and I'm gonna explain it to Javier when I call him, so he doesn't think I just shine him on.
yeah,
I'll give him a call tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a pretty low day, so I'll get at him. Hopefully he's doing well. Gotta see what he needs. Sergio said, Ty, LOL. AP said, Giovanna, divorce and changing music instruments is not a fair comparison.
it's kind of the same. I mean, imagine if you had to stick with somebody for the rest of your life from like high school or after high school, like the first person you're like, no, you can't ever change a partner. This is what it is. It's kind of the same thing.
Michelle
But I mean,
Palea.
and exactly, it's not a big deal. It isn't a comparison to an instrument and marriage. That's why it's not a big deal. Let him change it. Let him change his instrument.
Michelle Paleo said, Hi, Sergio. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She said, Jovan speaking truth.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. I
And Ser-
appreciate that.
Sergio said, Hi, Michelle. Michelle said, Hi, Sergio. Sergio said, Did you guys see the creator of Cash App was murdered in San Fran? Yeah, they stabbed him. That's
What?
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Why?
I don't know.
Just like a random person stabbed him?
I don't know. I haven't really read the story. I just saw the headline.
I didn't hear
Heart
about that.
Life. Jovan been listening to Heart Life sermons. Wow, do I sound that hardcore?
I do feel like a better person though sometimes. Like, and I can't just do that on Sundays. Like, I gotta try to be a better person every day. Every day. We're human. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna, you know what I mean? But at least try.
Burqueño said Sergio stabbed. Que no? I just heard about that a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, Sergio said Muffin, LOL. Sergio said Burqueño, yeah, stabbed to death, bro. Gacho. Burqueño said, Has anyone ever reached out to you guys from the Flyers? No, bro.
No, I reached out to one of them that I had her number, but I think the number was disconnected.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think we're making a mistake by not continuing to do that. I think we should put them in the maybe not flyers, but like little cards and stuff, and probably in the baskets and different things like that. Just so
well,
the parents.
somebody mentioned that we should go to like the juvenile courts and meet with the parents and just say, hey, we're a nonprofit organization trying to help youth. Here's the number. Call us if you need anything. If whatever, it's just another resource, And
Yeah,
I'd like to get something together like that, either like a business card or a flyer or something, and just go down there and do that.
yeah. Probably be
Mm,
better or best to get at some juvenile POs. You know what I mean?
yeah, that too.
Then they could hand it out because I don't know how we would find the parents without the POs unless we just
Wait
watch.
in the parking lot. Wait outside.
Yeah. Let me see. Sergio said the nonprofit's new mission statement: eat your eggs and shut the fuck up.
Oh my
Kenya says Sergio sounds personal, perhaps, or a robbery, maybe. They're probably a robbery. It's probably trying to jack them.
God, being stabbed to death.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Sergio said Burqueño, I didn't see any details, but definitely sounds personal. But being in San Fran, it could definitely be random. Ty 602 said, hey, you asked us. Little Shy Boy, what's up, fool? He says, saludos. How you doing, brother? Been a little bit. You out already, Shy Boy? Or not yet? Burqueño said, what would have worked for me? The veteranos not having me hide their rocks in my mouth, them not including me in their bullshit, even though I wanted to be. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, though, bro. That's why others that are not like them need to step into these neighborhoods and start trying to be there for kids. You know what I'm saying? Um, there needs to be more of a presence of people like us uh, to kind of give the option to the kids. Because unfortunately, those veteranos are, I already said it, they're fucking creeps. You know, that they're pieces of shit that are broken as well. But as an adult, they have no excuse. So Ty 602 said, put them on a farm, maybe cows, pigs, chickens, horses. It's hard work. Yeah, that may work. I've heard of different programs that do stuff like that. I remember as a kid, I had a homeboy from Dogtown, real good friend of mine. Um, they ended up sending him to Provo Canyon, Utah, and it was a program for delinquent kids. And they would put them like out in the mountain or like the wilderness or some shit, and then just they had a flint, where they could light fire and shit. They had that, and I don't know, a knife or something, and they would leave them out there, and they had uh, a week or something. They would come back in a week to pick them up, but you had to survive out there for a week, and it was their way of, at first it wasn't just out of the blue, like straight from the city. You went to this facility, they taught you how to do things, they showed you how to light fires, they showed you how to hunt, how to make little fucking traps, all these little things. And then they, at the end of it all, they put you out there to survive. And, you would do hikes, to do all that shit to prepare you for that final week. And I remember, and that fool came back. He was a paint head, real bad. Talked very slow because of the paint. Um, and now I looked him up a while back, and he's now a registered nurse, like a nurse for, a nurse. Um, and doing good. I didn't like reach out to talk to him because I was fresh out the joint and kind of like, fuck, this dude did something with himself, and I'm fucking 40 years in, and you know what I mean. But anyway, um, so maybe I guess that works for some as well. Shit like that. Burkina said I looked up to them and had they just worded things a little different. I might have thought different. Yeah, I know. Agacho el pedo. But unfortunately, they don't think like that. They don't give a fuck about the kids, bro. The veteranos aren't there. They're not true veteranos. You know what I'm saying? They're gangsters, bro. They're not like the old caring neighborhood veterans that are there to help these kids not follow in the same path. Some are, but some are still with that bullshit, and they take advantage of these kids. Sergio said, Matthew, saludos, shy boy, saludos, homie, and everyone in here. What's up, Cricket? He said, what's up, brother? Ty 602 said you were 23 out the womb. That's
Oh
true.
my god.
That is true, bro.
Mhm.
Sergio
I
said,
see you got a normal cup tonight.
huh?
I see you got a normal cup tonight.
Yeah, I made oatmeal in the other one, so it got dirty. I threw it away.
Oh my goodness.
I have to grab another one. I made some strawberries and cream oatmeal. I haven't had that since the joint. It was so good.
Ew.
Huh?
Said ew.
Strawberries and cream? Ooh? Ooh, your fucking face. The hell? Elizabeth Valdez said, you are so very right. Who, me or her? I'm assuming you're talking to me. I understand. Thank you.
Wow. Oh no.
Burqueño said, do you think the Department of Corrections knew exactly what they were doing, putting kids on those yards, knowing they'd be able to keep them there longer? I don't know, bro. I don't. I'm not too into the conspiracy theories about. Listen, all that prison industrial complex stuff, I get it. I understand it. I know that they're making money off it, but I don't think there's any lack of individuals that are going to go. I don't think they need to hold anybody longer to make some money. People are going to, it's a fucking revolving door and people are going to continue to go. So for them to make policies that would make it that way, I'm not sure if I can believe that. What I will say is I don't think they care. I don't think they care enough. I think they just, for them, it was about warehousing people and age. As long as you were over the age of 18, to them, you were old enough to be on an adult yard. Period. Um, I don't think they gave a fuck what the outcome of that was. I don't think they even thought about it. They still don't. They still do the same practice is in play now. And you're talking about. I went to prison in 1995. And they're still doing the exact same thing today that they were doing then, and they were doing then what they were doing in the 70s, and so on and so forth. They've never changed that practice. And that's what I don't understand. Like, if they really were motivated in in slowing down the recidivism, in helping youthful offenders, then you would think that they would try to put things in place that would, directly affect youthful offenders. I understand the throw your hands in the air and say fuck it when this guy's a 40-year-old guy that's been to prison 3 or 4 times and just hasn't learned his lesson. You can't continue to waste your fucking time on a goddamn grown ass man. Whether most people aren't going to agree with me, I get it. Rehabilitation is wonderful. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources to waste it on people that aren't willing to take advantage of it. Kids are different. 18, 19, 20, they're still their minds are still not fully formed. They're still growing inside. Their minds are still becoming men. So things can be different for them. If you separate that population and you put them in a certain place, and you that's where you put your resources at, schooling, whatever, all kinds of different, what you know whatever you're gonna put in there. You know what I'm saying? Put a broken down car and have them take it apart and put it together 100 times. Sew a fucking couch and do whatever the hell you want to teach them. Then you're giving them the skills that will at least help them later. Even if you don't want to waste money, a lot of the issues is they don't want to spend the money on the degrees and the school and all that. Okay, put a couple broken down cars, let them take the shit apart and put it back together 100 times. They'll learn the stuff. When they get out, then they can pursue that career by going to some mechanic and saying, hey, I could take a car apart and put it back together with my eyes closed, but I don't have a fucking degree. Will you give me a chance? Most will do that. Most don't give a fuck about the degree. They want you to know what you're doing. You're not going to some Fortune 500 company. You're going to a mechanic place. They'll probably give you the shot. So that's the I think that's the problem with the Department of Corrections is they don't, to them, they're not looking for what works. They're just looking for what, the best way to house people. That's it. No, there's no emphasis on rehabilitation. There's no emphasis on keeping people from coming back. They talk a good game, but if you look at the policies that are in practice, it's just all talk. Elizabeth Valdez said, OMG, everything you are saying is making so much sense. That's exactly what our precious young kids need. No, yes, it could have
Yeah.
made a difference. Could have. Burqueño said, Shy Boy, salute. Elizabeth said, nowadays you need to get the kids at around 11 years old because by the time they are 13, 14, then it's harder. That's probably true. Unfortunately, the problem is this. Most kids don't start getting in trouble until 13 or 14. So I know you're kind of playing catch up, but you have to think of the resources. You can't really, I mean, unless you know it's a broken home already and there's some issues or whatever, then yeah, I guess you can focus on the 11-year-olds. But I mean, it would be great if the resources were, there for it. But what do you do? I mean, do you get involved in every 11-year-old's life just in case? I mean, that would be ideal, but I don't think that we have the resources for that. I think the only way to do it is once you see them going down that path, you jump in and do what needs to be done. And that's usually around the age of, I think, 13, 14 or so. So, yes, it's the peer pressure and what's going on at home. Ty said drugs
Yeah.
can suck. Well, that's where right here with you, but drugs can suck anyone in. Look at the abs in Phoenix. Sad. So, yeah, what you're saying, babe, about even if they have good parents, the peer pressure and the drugs could cause them to go rogue.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I wonder what would, yeah, I don't know. If you
I
think
just I
about,
just don't know. I as me growing up, like there was things that I would do that are bad, but I know that they weren't bad enough to like get me in trouble with like the law or anything. You know what I mean? It was just like staying out late or getting a bottle of Boone's Farm in high school and there's like 10 of us that shared it. You know what I mean? Like it's I know it wasn't bad enough to like where my parents are gonna like, oh my God, you're going down the wrong road because I don't know. Like I feel like if you do have a happy home, you don't want to go do those things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I really didn't. I never messed with drugs in my life. I didn't want to. I was too scared to. But I think some kids are just like little daredevils. Like they're just, I'll try it. I'll do it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Um, oh, my mom's gonna get mad. So what? I don't care. I don't like her anyway. Like that's their mentality where some kids with a structured home are like, no, if I get caught, my parents are going to get all this and that. And it's just different. I think it's just real different. But
Yeah,
I think I didn't even think about the drugs, but yeah, the peer pressure of kids nowadays, smoking, trying new things. Now the pills is a problem. It, and they think that they can, just try it and whatever. But some of them really do get addicted to it.
yeah,
And that's when it starts going downhill.
yeah. It is sad. I watch some of these YouTube channels where they pull up on the homeless kids on the street. When I
Yeah.
say kids, I'm talking about they're usually between 18 and 25 or something, and like it's it's not funny, but it's like as the people are asking them questions, the interviewer, like the responses don't even go with the question. You know what I mean? Like they're fucking whacked the fuck out. And it's just like, damn, it's that mental health side of things is, I mean, we're fucked. I mean, if they don't start doing something about the mental health of these people, you're gonna have a whole generation of like fucked up people. 'Cause these motherfuckers ain't faking it. If you watch these videos, I mean, they're asking questions that aren't even asked. They're going into conversations with people that ain't there. Like, it's like what the fuck, like, and it's just sad because they're kids. They're still kids, and I think a lot of it is trying to self medicate from the mental health shit. You know what I mean? And I don't know why the fuck everybody's so fucking crazy these days. And I don't mean to be insensitive, but I don't remember so much mental health shit from
I never heard of mental health in my life growing up. I
in it.
never heard of that until like a couple of years ago. And I don't know if I feel like they give passes to everybody for it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I need to take a mental health day off from work today. Like, what the heck? Like, it's just a work. Then find another job if you really hate your job that much.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
never heard that. I could never imagine my parents saying that they needed to take a mental health day off of work. Or,
yeah,
hey, are you okay? Do you just need to take a day off for your mental health? What is that? What is that? I would
yeah,
have never, but I feel like some people really do have mental issues. Some of them really do have those problems because of their parents and all
yeah.
that. But I feel like, there's some people that could be a little gullible.
I wonder if it's like the question of the what came first, the chicken or the egg. Is it the drugs or is it, you know what I mean? Because I know that they say, well, they're taking drugs to self medicate because they're, fill in the blank, schizophrenic, bipolar, or whatever it is. Um, or is it the drugs that are making them schizophrenic, bipolar? You know what I'm saying? Like, which way is it? I mean, I've
Mm.
obviously heard more about mental health stuff than you because I grew up in the system and they're always trying to fucking tag somebody with that shit. Plus, my mom is a fucking psychologist, so there's that. Um, but I just don't remember it being so prevalent like it is today. I mean, you got people that are
Yeah, but
saying,
I mean, we're in a different world now. I mean,
I know. I mean, you got
I,
people saying they're fucking cats and shit. Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't.
it's crazy. Burkenos and Thai, true, they played a number on me. Ironic thing is, had I stayed off of drugs, I probably would have done a lot more time as an adult. Nobody wanted anything to do with me on dope, said Burqueño.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm sure I'm an exception to the rule, though, said Burqueño. Ty said, Burqueño, you're not the only one, lol. You know your hood when the battery detector keeps charging and you don't even notice, lol, said Ty 602. Dang, that's crazy, said AP. Chirping. Oh, said Tyson. You know your hood when the battery detector keeps chirping and you don't even notice. Burkina said, Ty laughed my ass off. Big motherfuckers equivalent Johnny Depp, White Fence, and B23 fam. Who's Johnny Depp,
Oh,
bro? Me?
oh.
I'm Johnny Depp.
Please don't be Johnny Depp.
Do I look like him?
No, I wouldn't want you to be him.
I look like a fucking pirate, bro? Is that what you're saying? Or I look like this still?
Oh my gosh. Here we go. There we go.
My girl's a hater, guys, man.
Not tonight.
Sergio said, what's up, big motherfucker? Burkina said, big motherfucker. Big motherfucker said, Sergio, Burqueño shaking hands. Burqueño said, doctors diagnose everything as mental health nowadays. I think it takes away from people who actually have severe mental problems. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's true, and I think a lot of people, just want to use that as a crutch or as a excuse because,
fuck, it's cold in here.
you know, they're lazy or whatever reason, I don't know, but I don't think a lot of those people that say that they have those issues really do have those issues.
Yeah. Um, I told you. I've told the story here before. I was diagnosed. I was like 13 or 14 with what's that shit called? Uh,
Is it the post-traumatic?
yeah, post traumatic stress disorder. Um, they diagnosed me with that, but even then, I believed it was bullshit. I don't think I had that. I don't think I have that. Um, it was a psychologist or psychiatrist, whatever. I'm not sure which one that my lawyer got for a case that I had at that time. We're going to court, and they want to put forth a case so that the judge goes lenient on you. And part of that was to go up there and say, "Oh, poor guy, poor kid, he has post traumatic stress because of this or that," right? The story. And but that's the only time it's ever been brought up. But it stayed in my jacket for years. And I would be like, and to this day now, even when I talk about, I think I did an interview with another channel about it. I don't believe I have that. I think that they bullshitted to try to get me to, to have a better case, and I went along with it. Fuck, I mean, whatever. I was a kid, you know what I mean. But I don't think that that's the case. How could I? You know what I mean? I didn't get it, but they did it, and I think that's the problem. They just hand out these diagnoses as if like candy, just trying. They just want either to make a better case for their client, or I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand how they get to the diagnosis. It's weird. Like when you hear
Well, I'd probably have that if I grew up in
the
your
what?
time. I'd have that if I grew up in your family.
Post traumatic stress from my
Yes, I would. I probably have it now because of you.
shoot.
No, but I mean, they probably diagnosed you with that because I mean, they take a look at your history, they take a look at your family life. They're like, how can a kid usually gets this, from that? This is probably why.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know what the symptoms are. I'll tell you this: I've seen documentaries of like soldiers and stuff that have come back with post traumatic stress, and the fools like they can't sleep. They're having marriage problems behind it. I mean, serious issues. And I don't have anything like that. I sleep like a fucking baby. I sleep a lot. I don't, I don't have. I don't know. I don't.
You know what? I think I had post-traumatic stress when I got out of jail myself, you know. When I did those 3 days, I think it changed me a little. No? All right, never mind. I'm just kidding.
Your little 3 days in jail.
Just kidding.
That was like a little vacation.
Well, I can't go anywhere and have my back against people. I have to sit against the wall, okay? And
No.
those 3 days that I was in there was this one time when I could have done something, but I didn't, but I was going to.
Uh,
Uh,
but serio, when I've seen like what people, usually these soldiers, when they talk about the post traumatic stress, um, when they talk about the, ¿cómo se dice? Uh, the effects of it. I can't think of the word right now, but when they talk about it, like I've never had a symptom, the symptoms of it. I've never had something like I've never woken up in a sweat thinking about whatever the issue is. I don't. I just don't know. I don't know. Is there different? I don't know. It's just I don't believe I have it. I don't think I got it. I don't believe that shit.
I think you have a little bit of a mental delusion, and some people in here, not all, but some in here have a little bit of a delusion with, accepting your age and what you look like. Some people are just a little overconfident and take that thing down. Um, Stop trying to look like it. You don't look like that picture. Please stop.
Hey, dude, look, quiet
I mean, you're 45. Accept that you're 45.
in your fucking ass.
Okay. If you look 5 years younger, cool. But 23, no, sir. No, sir.
Look at, look at.
Okay, well, I'm done. Can you
Same shit.
get off? Thanks.
I just got to cut my
We
hair.
don't need to see that picture every live, okay?
You brought it up.
Well, I think you
See,
need a little. I think you need a little help with that.
Ty 602 said, looks 23 to me.
Okay, Ty. Well, there we go with the delusion.
Cinderella said, damn, who's that stud muffin? Uh-oh, that's
A
Cinderella
fluffin'?
from Bound by Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh my God.
See the picture? Uh,
That's not Cinderella.
all right, hold on. I skipped some real quick. Doctors diagnose everything as mental health nowadays. Think it takes away from people who actually have severe mental problems. Yep. I've had a couple friends off themselves. Mental health is real. Yeah, I believe it's real. Absolutely.
Oh no, it for sure is real.
But I
I mean
believe
that.
also that they overdiagnose, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
When you say everybody has mental health, I think you cheapen the people that really have mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I've seen mental health. I know what I like. Listen, guys. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I told you guys when I first walked away from the clica. I went to CCA. They put me in seclusion. It was called, not segregation. And this was a unit in the back where the top tier was all high profile cases. Like there was a dude up there that threatened the president. There was a dude up there that bombed a church. Like there was this, that was all high profile. The whole bottom tier was all mental health bottles, like crazy fools. I was in this fucking unit for 5 years. There's no windows. You have your window on your door so you can see out to the pod, but there's no window on the back to look outside. You have your bunk. You live alone. Every time you came out, or every time I came out, they had me on. Uh, I had to have two hands on me at all times, so I had to be two guards, and a lieutenant or above had to be an escort. So I had to have three people with me at all time. They would come, cuff me up, take me down to the shower. uncuff me, let me shower, then take me to rec, all like that. And I would usually miss all that shit because they wouldn't have enough staff to get the three hands on me, or the two and the lieutenant. But I'm in this unit for 5 fucking years locked down, and I'm watching these. I've watched motherfuckers eat their own shit. I've watched them. I mean, everything, bro. Write on the walls with shit. Make little shit bombs out of their fucking suicide gowns. So many things. Like bro, I was there so long. I thought I started going crazy. I've told you guys the story of that already before. I told Joe Juan, man, I don't know. I'm just busting up laughing in here by myself now. I think I'm going fucking crazy. And I was there for, and so when I tell you I know fucking mental health, trust me, I've seen it. And I felt so, you feel bad for these dudes. And what's even worse is that bitch ass guards take advantage of these dudes. They would walk up with the fucking like chemical sprays, and the dudes would be at the door talking, and they'd start spraying them in the fucking mouth. Like, they would just do dirty shit to them. They would have their waters turned off so that they couldn't flood their cells. So there'd be like shit and piss in the toilets, and I remember one dude, he has hot chocolate, and he got it in a cup, and he's asking the guard if he can get him water, and the guard's like, get it out the toilet. And it was shit and piss water, and the fucking dude gets it out of there, stirs up his hot chocolate, and drinks it.
Freaking gross.
The guard made him do that shit. Like, these dudes are fucking truly nutty, and these fucking piece of shit guards would get their little, their laughs out of that shit. And so, trust me, I believe mental health is absolutely real. I think the problem is when you start diagnosing everybody, like me, you start saying that I have post traumatic stress. I think it takes away from people that truly do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe I have it. I believe it was used as a way to, for the case at the time. But and it's never been emphasized after that. I don't use it for nothing. But I'm saying, like, it was so easily handed off to me that I know it's been handed off very easily to so many others, all kinds of, different diagnoses. And I think that takes away from people that truly are sick. It gets to the point where it seems so overly, the population. I mean, just think about it. Everybody now, I mean, can it truly be this bad now? It was never like that. Now all of a sudden everybody's a man, a woman, a cat, a dog, a fucking
You
they,
know,
guy, the, what the fuck?
I called into work one day. This was months ago. I just had so much to catch up on. Somebody, like got into my bank account. I had to go take care of that. I had to go to the bank. I just a lot of things to do, so I had to call in because I already had my 2 days off. And when I called my boss and said, hey, I'm calling in today just because I have some personal things I have to do. I'm not going to lie and say I'm sick when I'm not. But, I have these issues going on and I got to fix it. And I don't know how long I'm going to take. And he was like, oh, yeah, you could just, are you okay? Like, are you having a mental, do you need a mental health day? And I'm just like, no, I just got stuff to do, man. Like, and it's his job, though, to ask because they
Yeah,
take that very serious where I work. You know what I mean? Especially like for the teachers and stuff, they're always like asking them, like, how you holding up? Are you okay? Because the teachers are also these kids, like, little psychologists. Like, the kids go in there and they just spill everything. We know all of their business because they tell it. And then the parents tell us all their, tell me all their business. So it's like, dang.
yeah,
But he wanted to say, like, oh, do you just need a mental? I'm like, no, it's not a mental day. I'm not upset. So if somebody got it, I'm upset somebody got into my bank account, but it can get fixed. I don't need a mental day. That's not, I'm just calling in, man. Like it's not that big of a deal to say that I need a mental day, health day, because I have to go fix certain things. I don't think that's fair for me to put myself in that category with people that really do have those issues, that are sitting there talking to the tree, or sitting there talking to themselves, or fighting themselves with their shoes on backwards, like people
Yeah.
I've seen on the street.
Mm.
Like I don't think that's fair to put me in that. Like
Yep.
I think they're making it like you said, they're just giving it to everybody now.
Yep. 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 And then now they're going to start over medicating because everybody's going to get medication for these mental issues.
Hmm.
Crazy. It's just too
Or
much.
like when you see like there's just some people that don't really have it. They're just, on drugs, or they're just alcoholics, or they're this or that. And it's like, oh, she has mental issues. No, she doesn't. She just likes to smoke. She's just a drug addict. She's not, like, stop trying to make it a whole thing. Like, put everybody in there.
Burqueño said, definitely Ty. He said, I know plenty of people that claim mental health just to get money from the state and food stamps. And the ones that have serious problems are out on the street without anything. Yeah, there's that too. You know what? Because what's crazy is they won't give you, I don't know what it is, the whatever resources they give you when you have mental health, um, unless you're taking your medication, doing, going to therapy, all these things that they put in place for that. And so the people that are faking it do all those things because they want to get their feria. The ones that aren't faking it usually don't believe they have it anyway. So they won't take the medication. They won't do that because they don't think anything's wrong with them. So the
Right.
system is almost working against them. It's crazy. Ty 602 said, Burqueño, I agree. R. Lopez said, damn, man, I forgot I was supposed to be tuned in. Got caught up drinking with some fellas from work. What's up, brother? You good, homeboy?
Oh, that sounds like fun. Hanging out with the coworkers.
Yeah. A little bit of beastal. That's what I do.
No, you don't.
You don't know what I do, girl. I be hanging out at the bars.
I,
Huh? You
you
laughing at me?
couldn't. I laughed because you couldn't hang at the bars. You probably have like a beer and like, I'm tired. I want to go home. There's too much smoke in here. There's too much. You would be complaining. Do they have food here? Do they like? I already know you.
I don't know why they let them smoke in those fucking places. Surgeon says, so I was laying in bed watching TV with my daughter earlier today and just kind of thinking and realized my mom passed away on April Fool's Day and just laughed. Not sure why it was funny, but my sister said she was sitting around with family yesterday and they all laughed at the same thing. Yeah, my condolences.
Because it was April Fool's.
Yeah, sorry about that loss for you, brother.
I know that was hard for you, Sergio. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, on April Fool's.
Oh, watch out. Rascal's in the house. What's up, fool? He said, I don't hang at bars, but I got bars. Hashtag
Oh,
rapping rascal. No
oh
cap.
my freaking
Me too,
A.
bro. We should start a duo group.
Oh my
We
gosh.
could we could be like fucking proper dose.
Okay, let's not.
Ah, shit.
You need a haircut.
I know I fucking do. Look at this shit. Shit's a fucking mop. You tell me to grow my shit out. Look at that's what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, clean up the sides.
No. Like what?
You should enjoy your hair because you're gonna be going bald soon.
Your fucking ass is going bald. The fuck?
You don't feel like your hair's thinning a little?
No, and you know it's not. Why are you even talking?
Like, oh, because it's thinning up in front a little, just a tap.
Your ass is thinning in the front.
Oh my God, I don't care. I like it. I like growing old with you.
Fuck you and your ass. I'm growing old. Ty 602 said, either way, condolences, Serge.
Yeah,
AP
for
said,
sure.
Grillo, I think you did have it, but you suppress it because you're Mexican. I don't think
Oh,
so, bro. I really don't. Um, I'll tell you guys. So, just so you guys know, I was diagnosed with post traumatic stress based on the fact that my biological dad killed my sister. However, here's the kicker. My mom was pregnant with me at the time when it happened. So I didn't experience, it wasn't like I witnessed the murder, any of that. I didn't even find out any of this until I was 12 or 13. That's when they said supposedly the post traumatic stress started. When I found out about it, it was such a shock or some shit. Um, but I just I don't believe it. Like I didn't experience it. So when you're talking about these soldiers that are like killing 50 vatos, watching people blow up and bodies and shit, and they have post traumatic stress. Okay, they've experienced something in front of them. They've seen something that has shocked them to the core, to the point where their mind can't stop thinking about it, or whatever the fuck happens with that, right? I didn't see anything. I didn't experience that. I found out about this situation, and yes, it was upsetting. Yes, all that other stuff. But I mean, post traumatic stress. I don't see that. I think, if anything, I should have post traumatic stress from shit that I did after I mean, later on, my personal stuff that I did. You know what I mean? So, especially fuck being with Jovan. Imagine, guys.
Are you kidding me?
If you know, you know.
You're welcome. The best thing that ever happened in your life. You're welcome.
If you know, you know. Little Shy Boy said, "My condolences for your mother passing. Mine passed away just a few years ago. Keep your head up." Yeah, Sergio, for real. Condolences to you too, Shy Boy. Ty 602 said PTSD is no joke either. No, absolutely not. Sergio said, "Thanks, Ty and Shy Boy." Jovan got a full sleeve on day one, said Ty 602. Little Shy Boy said, PTSD is realer than a motherfucker. Gotta keep your mind strong. Yeah. Ty 602 said, "Looks 23 to me."
Okay, Tyler.
Cinderella said, "Damn, who's that stud muffin?" Telling you. Burqueño said, "A delusion is believing a lie. We, on the other hand, know the truth. Forever 23.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get sick.
Ty 602 said, "Guy on the right looks 25. Who's on the right? Of what? My picture?
Please stop.
Which is that the oh, which picture? That one? Let me see. Vato looks the same, said AP. See?
Well,
Absolutely.
AP don't know any better.
Shy Boy said, "Don't trip, Cricket. We're all 23. F it."
Oh, another one.
And he said, "My back pain is telling me different." But see, I've
Yeah,
had
no,
back
right?
pain. I've had back pain since I was 13, bro. So that don't change nothing for me. Big motherfucker said, "Shy Boy." He's laughing. That's how celebrities are treated, Cricket, said Sergio.
Oh my gosh.
Ty 602 said, "Rehabilitation." Yeah, right. I misunderstood. Rascal said, "Orale, you're live. What's up, fool?" Ty 602 said, "Rascal, Burqueño, shoot. I need a mental health year. I'll take that." A mental health year?
A year?
I'm telling you. Hey, Rascal, I don't know if you saw now, bro, on StreamYard. Is this StreamYard that I'm on? I think so. Um, you can now go. Uh, we can both go like we can go live together, but you on your channel, me on mine, but both of us. You know what I'm saying? We should try that.
Uh,
Do a
I don't
couple.
know. I don't know if a lot of his people in his chat would like that.
With like what? Me?
Yeah.
They love me.
No, they don't. Not all of them.
Only
It's
one.
okay though. Like I said, I've always preferred, quality, not quantity.
Nah, I think most of his chat is just like the only fucking one that wouldn't.
Ah,
He was the only one that won't fuck with me. It's all
that
right.
girl.
Sergio said, Rascal, your people don't find my jokes regarding your long conversations with Cricket funny. Yeah, they blocked them.
They blocked
That's,
him for saying
that's,
something funny about you.
that's why some of these amazing people were missing from my marathon live, said Homie Rascal. He was on for over 4 hours.
Oh my goodness.
He did a me.
Yeah, you guys can talk.
Hey, what the fuck? You're talking too?
Not like you guys.
Oh,
I I don't talk like you guys.
I'm gonna cut out all my sessions on this. Every time
Sometimes I forget what the question even is. Like Ty asked you a question earlier and you went like on an hour rant.
it's because you got ADD.
Shut up.
See? Been diagnosed, girl.
Wow.
Kaden said, Rascal, salute. Little Shy Boy said, Cubals, Rascal. Sergio said, Rascal, I was there but got blocked by your peeps. Sergio's funny, my boat, LOL. Ty Burqueño, Sergio, Shy 100, said Rascal. Sergio said, Ty, LOL. Rascal said, Sergio, it's a stale bunch sometimes. AP said,
Fail.
some people don't even know where they're from. It's a crazy time we live in. You ain't bullshit. Forget where they're
Yeah,
from.
like AP doesn't know where he's like really, really from. We know that it's like a little rancho somewhere, but I mean, maybe it goes deeper, maybe it's like identity issues, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sergio said, LOL. Tomas Mota came in, but he didn't say anything. What's up, brother? Big motherfucker said, I went to work. Rascal was on live. I came home. He was on live.
You know what, though, Rascal? I do appreciate you, though, for saying good things about my man here and, doing what you do. Sometimes I'll go in just to say hi, to support and stuff like that. But most of the time I'll just listen and give you a thumbs up support from, being just listening. But I do appreciate that because I
AP,
know we're not everybody's cup of tea.
I am. It's you.
Because I call people out,
No, you're just a
they're
bitch.
panhandling, that they shouldn't be 40-year-old wannabe gangsters because I say that out loud.
Man,
They don't like to hear that.
AP Segrio, make sure you take your ID to the bat, bro. Ya te la sabes. B23. Oh, to the
They,
bar. Yeah, I know. I got to, bro. They ain't gonna let me in. You know that.
they're not even going to ask you for ID.
I think. But you know what, bro? Now they know me real well, so it's cool. I'm like Norm.
You don't even
I
know.
walk in, everybody turns around.
You don't even go to the.
Like, the fuck?
You're so dumb. Yeah.
They already have my drink sitting there ready for me.
No, they don't. They don't.
You don't know. They got my
You don't even know what drink to order. See? Look at you. Yeah.
whatever, bro.
Hmm.
My Coke on the rocks. Motherfucker said, yeah, he ran a good live tonight. Rascal said, I don't hang at bars, but I got bars. Rapping Rascal. That's
Oh
right.
my God.
Big motherfuckers. He laughing, said, Rascal, man, I'd kick it with you and have a few with you as spiders, said R. Lopez Sr. You bull. Absolutely, fool. Uh-oh, watch out. I gotta go down, grab it. Ty, thank you, brother.
Oh,
Saw this
okay.
$20
What is that? A
sticker.
super sticker?
Little super sticker with a little guy hugging a little thing. Little
What
fat.
is it? I can't see it.
I know you gotta look on the YouTube one. It's a little like a little yellow dude and a little fat thing is jumping on his up there and he's hugging them and there's like little hearts.
Oh,
Thanks,
cute.
bro.
Oh, thanks, Jen.
Hopefully I'm not the little fat thing jumping in your arms, fool.
Ty wants a hug.
But for $20, I could be.
I need a hug. Everybody, group hug.
See, where we at? I had to go down there, so now I'm getting.
Now I gotta go all the way to the top.
Shut your ass up. Hairline or big mother man. Hairline looks 23, said Ty 602.
Okay, it don't. It don't.
Surgeon said, I think you should hope her ass is bald, no?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess you're right, bro. But Kenya says, Sergio, how ironic. I'm sorry, bro. Elizabeth Valdez is laughing. R. Lopez said, this vato said we can be like proper dos. You still looking for them firme highness? Ah, remember that song, the fucking the whole that was a good little album, bro. That voice. Big motherfucker said, Rascal, I tried dropping Crick's channel link on your first live, but it wouldn't show up. I think you gotta be a ranch to drop links, bro.
Oh, thank you, big guy. I appreciate that.
Rascal said, you're a moderator, aren't you? If so, it should work. Oh yeah, if you are, then yeah. Tai602 said, yeah, bro, you are a little different. You have to know. Me? I'm a little different? Wow. I think I might take offense to that.
That's a good thing. You're a little different.
But a little different how? Like a they, them? Or a he? Or a ho?
Uh-huh.
As long as not a she. What the fuck? What's the other ones? Never mind.
I have no
I'm that
idea.
kind of different. Yeah, I think I'm different.
I think you're different. I think we're different. I think we're really different. I think that's why a lot of people don't get us. But
yeah, that could be. That could be. It's probably more you than me, but yeah.
probably. And I'm not apologizing. I don't care to say it over and over. Stop being 40. Stop being a wannabe thug. Stop telling 1,000 stories of could've, should've, would've. You didn't. You weren't there. It didn't happen. Go take care of your family. Go be a father. Like, I mean, I don't care to say that over and over. Be a good parent. Be a good brother or sister. Like, I don't care to say that over and over. I don't care who takes offense to that.
Yeah. Big Motherfucker said, oh, I didn't know, my bad. Rascal said there is very interesting science around post-traumatic stress, passing through genes based on the lived experience of the mother. You think that could happen in the womb? They did say some shit like I've heard that they didn't say that, but I have heard that a traumatic, uh, if the mother and not I'm not just talking about in my case, but if the mother goes through traumatic experiences, the fetus could feel that stuff. The baby can feel and know that. And I think I could see that. Like Maruka,
I don't. I don't. I don't. I was 9 months pregnant in jail for 3 days.
yeah, baby, but that was come on. That's that's at the end.
And
It was
and
a
towards like the last 3 months, I was crying my whole pregnancy. I was upset my whole pregnancy. I was on edge my whole pregnancy because of you. You were going through that case, and then me getting indicted. I mean, all that craziness.
I
My
didn't
kid didn't come out that way.
I didn't know. I thought you took that shit like a champ.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
I did. Yeah, I don't remember all that. I know. I remember you used to put the little fucking headphones with Bach and Mozart and shit for Mijo to hear.
Yeah, because I was going through some stuff. Like, you're locked up. You're not here. You're not going to my doctor's appointments. My mom has to go with me. You're not there to hear the heartbeat, see my kid growing. When we got out for 11 days, that was it. They knock down the door, have guns to our heads. I mean, come on. I kind of went through some stuff here while I was pregnant. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe most people it's passed through. I don't know.
I just think it.
I just think a lot of stuff is just like an excuse. I feel like a lot of stuff is like, come on, get over it. Grow up.
See, Rascal said they did experiments where mice were fed oranges and then zapped. Mice got pregnant. They took the babies immediately. When baby just smelled oranges, they panicked. Hmm. Maybe it depends on the amount of trauma. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, you can never tell on the things.
I just think that sometimes like that stuff happened. You got to make the best of it, and you got to find a different situation. You know what I mean? Once you went away, my situation was different. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, I had to look over my shoulder. There was a hit on me after that. Thanks, but you know,
Well,
after that, I didn't hang out with you know uh, people like you anymore that were out here on the streets with your friends and all that stuff. I just minded my business, went to work, and made a different life. But if you keep in that same situation, if you keep yourself in that same problems, you're going to keep having them. That's why when you got out, we had to move out of Arizona and not be in the same neighborhood, not be around the same people. We had to get out and have a new, fresh start.
yeah.
And that's why when Mijo was like 2, we moved from Phoenix to a little bit, far west to Avondale, so that he can go to a good neighborhood, not be in that neighborhood with the craziness going on. He needed to be in a good school around good people. You take yourself out of those certain situations. I don't know. And again, maybe that's just me being a hard A. You know what I mean? Because I don't.
Well, I think
It
it's like what Rascal's saying. Everyone is built and wired different.
yeah, they are, and that's just my mentality because I feel it. And again, I can't expect other people to think and feel the way I do.
He
You
said a
know,
ton of factors come into play. Just saying it's possible. I
yeah.
believe it. I do believe it.
Again, and you guys have to, please don't judge me for it. It's hard for me to see that in an adult. Now, when you're talking about a kid, of course, I'm like a softie, whatever, because they're innocent. But you're telling me like a 40-year-old person, it's really hard for me to relate. It's really hard. I try to put myself in their positions. I do feel sorry for people, but like if I could do it, I kind of was like, hey, you could do it. Just like I've told you guys before, my dad, he's had his toe taken off. He goes to work with diabetes, gets up every morning and goes to work. He gets put shots in his eyes. He's on insulin. I mean, this guy goes outside and works every day since as long as I can remember. So it's really hard when I'm around people or I've done it for me to try to be like, uh, and again, I'm sorry for that. And that's a fault of mine to think that everybody should think and act the way I do sometimes. I'm sorry for that. Um, but I do. I do, though.
Yeah. Heart Life said, "Good night, yo."
Good night.
Burqueño said, "Tony, peace." Rascal said, "It actually is hereditary to an extent. The fact you were in the womb makes it highly likely, bro. No cap. IYKYK. What's that? I in kill your kill.
I don't know.
I think I'm close.
What?
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I could be close. Ty 602 said, Giovanna's mustache again. Shave that already.
What?
He said, Giovanna's mustache again. Shave that already. Because
What
that's
was that?
the case. Big motherfucker said, PTSD and mental health are real, but sometimes being an asshole is just being an asshole. Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you.
Rascal said, I heard of it, but haven't tried it. Been wanting to, though. Let's do it. All right. Yep. We'll set it up, bro. Maybe tomorrow. We got to figure out how to do it, and then we could do that. AP said, I've taken mental health days. It was cool.
No, but you've been through some stuff, AP. I mean, you came from another country. You know, you were brought here in a back of a truck. I mean, you've been through some stuff, so it's okay. It's okay.
Rascal said, you were blocked, Sergio? Yeah, he got He got knocked out the box, bro. Sergio said 4 hours. That makes my comment true, and your moderators sensitive rascal. LOL. I missed that comment earlier. I'm really sorry, bro, and we'll fix it tonight. That's unacceptable. Yeah, I don't know who's hyper vigilance. That fool is blocking everybody. Big motherfucker said, "Don't feel bad, Sergio. I got timed out." Ty said, "Jovan hiding her coyote status."
Ah,
Uh,
wow.
Sergio said,
Wow,
"Big
Ty.
love. Damn, you too." Porqueño said, "Yeah, I saw both of you get taken out." Vasco said, "I just did a community post and talked about it on this last live. I said, don't block people without the green light." Yeah, I see
They
what
don't
you
listen to you, rascal. They
have.
don't listen to you. Come on.
They don't listen to none of us. Sergio said, "Rascal, all I said was, damn, you're still talking and Cricket's not even here, LOL." And boom, I got taken out. Rascal said, "What, big motherfucker? You should have been able to see who times you out. Please let me know if so." AP said, "Grio goes to bars, Giovanna. You don't know everything."
I know everything.
That's right, bro.
I know everything.
I'm a regular, bro.
My son would have told me already.
He don't know. I'm good at hiding it.
Yeah, I do.
I'm a undercover alcoholic.
You're so dumb.
Rascal said, "I someone's gonna snip that, put that out there."
You're a Dr. Pepper holic.
Hey, I forgot about my Coke. I had a 2 liter
Well,
yesterday.
at least you're drinking your sody pop in a freaking normal cup.
That other one was normal.
No, that wasn't normal. And you know it wasn't normal.
That ended up on the damn thumbnail.
You're drinking that big old sody pop.
Rascal said, "I saw that comment, Sergio. That's bullshit, homie." Sergio said, "Ty, respect, bro. Rascal is cool. I still kept listening," said Sergio. "Not sure what I did, just wanted to contribute. Now I'm embarrassed," said Ty 602. Why? Oh, because of the little jumper, the little fat guy jumping up and down. No, it's cool. It's just a super sticker, bro.
I like it.
Yep, yep. Burqueño said, "Ty." He's laughing. Burqueño said, "Salute, Ty." Big Muffin said, "All good." Rascal just quietly stuck around, left until I had to go to work. Ty 602 said, "No, like I'd have nightmares. No disrespect." Oh, that's what you mean? I'm a little different because I don't have nightmares? Maybe. I don't know, bro. I think that is. No, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, you're right.
What?
Ty 602 said, "Sleeved up fence."
Oh,
AP said, "Giovanna was active as fuck. She got indicted y todo."
I was so stressed out. You guys don't understand how stressed out I was. And then um, I had like a high risk pregnancy because I was like kind of bleeding through my pregnancy. They told me I was going to miscarriage. I didn't. But it's like just it's always something. My God, it was always something. I was always stressed about something. Like I knew it'd be okay, but it was just always something. You know, the hotel getting raided there. I was pregnant. I mean, going to court on the bus, or me going downtown on a bus to his court, like pregnant. I was just stressed all the time. And then after you walked away and after everything, it was still a stressful time because I had to go away for a little bit. I was worried about you in there. It was just a mess. Like, I'm surprised my son didn't come out freaking all jittery or something, all stressed out like a crazy kid, like God.
Yeah.
It's better now though.
Yeah.
We could look back and yeah,
Laugh.
yeah. Now.
Rascal said they did. Oh, I read that one. Yeah. Here we go. Fence holding feelings, said Ty 602. Big motherfucker said 4,320 minutes. She a real OG.
Right. You know what I do feel bad though, and I do regret something in the past. I do regret that um I do regret fighting with you when you're in there, babe, when you were like in the hole for years. I do regret not sending those letters fast enough, or I do
Yeah,
regret that. I do feel bad.
you
I
should.
do.
You should. That caused post traumatic stress.
Okay, well, I did, and I'm trying to be serious right now with you.
Oh, babe, don't start. I get it. It's all good.
No, I'm just saying that's something that I really regret because when I hear you saying like I didn't have a window, um, I was like at this hole for 5 years or this, like I feel really bad that I would even fight with you on the phone and we'd waste our call on arguing about something, dumb or something, whatever. But
Yeah,
um,
it
that I do regret. Everything that we went through and been through, it had to happen. We're here now, but I do have some regrets, and that's a big one.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, but it's all good. It happens. R. Lopez said White Picket Fence was active like a motherfucker, but I see her point being pregnant and all.
Yeah,
Rascals. Everyone is built and wired different. A ton of factors come into play, just saying it's possible.
it is,
Tyson,
and it is, and I grew up around people that were built different. They
yeah,
were about that. Like I said, my parents went to work every day. We had dinner, on the table. We had what we wanted. I grew up around that, not just them, but my grandparents, my great grandparents. Like we people are built different. So I have to be able to put myself in other people's shoes and look outside the box, you know, um, and I'm trying. I really am trying to see that um, and see the point of views of other people. I do try, but sometimes it is hard for me when I don't know anything else. Just like the other side of it, other people don't know anything else. I
yeah,
don't know that side of it, you know.
yeah. But I mean, I
And
don't think that's,
I felt bad for it, but like I just don't know any other way to be sometimes, and especially when I hear parents just like bashing their kids or talking down on their kids, like you don't have to have all the money in the world to be a good parent. Just be a good parent, love your kid. Like, dang, I don't know.
yeah. Ty 602 said, for the record, my ex dumped me for less.
Oh no. Well, screw
Yeah,
her, Ty. Screw
yeah.
her.
I didn't want to dump her though, bro. I let her stick around.
Okay, well, I could have left. I could have
All
if I
right.
wanted to.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. AP
Oh,
said, open your mind, Yovana Sheesh.
I
AP.
do. I do need to open my mind. When it comes to kids, I'm a total softie. Totally. Like there's nothing, I would just melt, But when it comes to like a 40-year-old or 50-year-old, it's kind of like it's tough. I'm trying. I really, really am trying. And sometimes I do. I do put myself in their position. I'm like, oh my God, what the heck? You had a tough life.
Yeah. Rascal said, I think I know who whacked you, Sergio, and it wasn't Timo in case anyone thinking it. I know them offline though, and we'll have combo. No, it was homeboy said, I think Big Motherfucker seen it or Burqueño, somebody named Hyper Vigilance. At first we thought, obviously, that was the first person we thought, but he said it was somebody named Hyper Vigilance, I guess. Sergio said, Rascal, it's all good. I thought it was funny as hell. Ty said, fence line, lol. Rascal said, I actually think the majority of subs would embrace your stilo and get down, but either way, I do in my channel, so Yep, yep. I think so too, bro. I'm a very likable individual. Maruka just doesn't see it.
I'm not saying you're not likable. I'm just saying,
I could do TikToks.
no, you can't.
You don't know.
I would leave you.
If I did a TikTok,
Yeah. If you're ever on there dancing or acting crazy, stop it. Stop. Okay.
don't get me started, boy.
I'm so done right now.
You don't want to get me started, boy. I'll tear this shit up.
No, you won't.
The hell?
I cannot. Please
I will
stop.
jump up and do the motherfucking robot.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Tyson
done.
said, beat 2-3. Hey, I listened. The only time I had to time out somebody was during Mo's live, said Burgueño. Rascal said, appreciate Sergio and Big Motherfucker sticking around. It may seem like it's not that serious, but it is to me. I don't like it. I should never be surprised someone is blocked. Yeah, I hate that too, bro. But
Surprise.
I think we've set it up pretty good in here. But sometimes, it gets out of hand. It happens. Sergio said, Rascal Whitefin said you ain't got no pool on your own channel, bro. LOL, gacho.
Again, I just think, well, yeah, I did say that. Again, I just think it goes to the head, like those people that have those wrenches, oh my God, they should never be a manager anywhere.
I know. Look at Sergio.
Anywhere. They should never be a manager. That will go to their head. That power trip, holy crap. I mean, and again, that could be a mental issue. They didn't
Mental
they
illness.
got the wrench because they weren't that gang member or they weren't that prison gang member. So now they're on a prison channel and they got that wrench and they gotta I just whack somebody. Like, shut up, it's a wrench, it's alive. Calm down. But it goes this
Hey,
is a little brain.
big motherfucker said Cricket and Rascal on TikTok doing the robot.
Okay, well,
See? And singing Mexican Power.
please stop.
You're a hater.
Please stop.
Rascal said IYKY. If you know, you know. Oh, okay. If you know, you know. It's what 23-year-olds say, bro. No cap. I've been picking up on the game. My young peers been laying down.
Oh my God, did he say no cap? And if those youngsters keep saying no cap, they're gonna I saw this on a meme that no cap, no gown either. You know what I mean? Stop it. Go to school, finish school.
Burkina said, if you know, you know, Rascal. No cap.
Oh my God.
Sergio said, Rascal, English man. Speak English. Little Shy Boy said, if you know, you know.
Looks like everybody knew but you.
No, but oh, it's because Shy Boy put an N at the end. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was something to do with kill, he kill.
No, see, it doesn't have nothing to do with killing.
It had two K's in it. Could have been a video game or something. I don't know.
No.
Rascal says Sergio embarrassing that she's not too far off base. AP, like, comment, subscribe. 100 fire for more fire content from Mr. Perplex. Watch out.
Oh,
No,
fire, fire.
what do you say? Not Mr. Perplex.
Mr. Smart Guy over here, Mr. Perplex.
Let's see. How did it go?
You're so dumb. You're stupid.
Who remembers that shit?
Oh God.
Who remembers that shit? Ty602 said, Jovan, I'm crying right now, lol. Burqueño said, AP for more bangers. Shit. What the hell? Jump. Oh, right there. Fire ass content, Burqueño, said Sergio. Burqueño put the gafas on. Hashtag power couple, said Rascal. You fool. Ty602 said, I just know you ain't B23, shake my head. He's talking to you, babe.
Whoa, what?
He said, Ty602 said, I just know you ain't B23.
Okay, well, I know I'm not either. Okay. because I know I don't look 23. I'm not 23. I don't feel 23. And you guys need to come to, that reality also, just a little bit.
Don't pull us down with you.
Huh?
Don't pull us down with you
I'm pulling down.
just because you feel a certain way. I mean,
I
we
try to give you a little bit, and you won't even take it. Like I said, you're 45.
you don't need to
Okay,
give
I,
me
I give you,
shit. I
I give,
take
I'm giving you 40. I'm giving you 39 even.
again. You don't give me nothing.
Well, then don't take it. I gotta take it back then.
Take 23,
You
fool.
look 60 then. How about that?
60 in your fucking ass, mouth, and pussy.
Oh my, you need to stop. Okay, that was a little,
Too much?
take it
Okay.
back.
Yeah,
Tone it down a notch.
I'll take the pussy back. Not the other two.
Okay, well, tone it down.
Okay.
A little graphic.
So just said beat 2 3. Ty 602 said I heard Jovan's mom said that she was the lucky one.
Oh,
Rascal
my
said, yeah,
mom.
that's what I'm hearing. I don't get it, but I'll find out. Sergio said, hit a one for the robot. There it is. See that? Ty 602 said, YouTube Yarda LOL. Cricket and Rascal on TikTok doing the robot, said Big
Oh
Mom.
my goodness.
Rascal said, crazy because I mentioned you, Jovan, in the channel numerous times between my morning live and the evening one. Maybe they thought Sergio was talking shit. I don't know. Yeah, it could have been. Who knows, bro? Sometimes they interpret shit wrong. Who knows? I know one thing.
No, because I don't think they know us like that.
You
Or
got
you
the
like that.
you got the baskets, right, bro? I know. I think Jovan told me that she heard your when you were saying that. That's feeding me right there. Good shit. Sergio said, hey, I still say fuck that weirdo priest. Dude was all the way off. What priest?
Who? What?
I don't know. I don't know. What priest? Now I'm intrigued. Rascal said maybe they were wanting to make another wrench look bad. There's a history between them. It's all petty. That's probably what it is. They all between them is crazy. AP said I whacked a few with my mighty wrench.
Oh, my goodness.
Corridos in Thai 602. Rascal said soy perplexed. Luciano said, what's up? What's up, brother? Burqueño said that intro still gives me goosebumps.
Oh, God.
You guys remember that shit? Oh,
I
yeah, let's see.
hated that channel.
Ah,
Oh,
it's like going back and watching channel 3 in the morning. Jill, you LOL. AP said, "Speak for yourself, Giovanna. This beat 2 3."
KP. Okay.
Big motherfucker said, "Every time he plays that perplex intro, the surround sound makes my house shake." LOL. It does go. It does go hard. Huh? It has a bass in that motherfucker. Ty 602 said 23. Don't make me mad. LOL. So just said add that statement to your vows. The one I just said.
What statement?
I guess fuck you and your.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're not gonna say all that.
Uh, shit.
You know what? If I were to tell my parents that you say that to me, they like you so much, they'd probably say, well, what did you do to tick him off? They'd probably say something stupid like that.
Yeah, because they know you.
Wait, what's wrong with me? I'm a hoot.
Where do I start?
Okay, well,
Sergio
don't
said
start. We'll be here all night.
the one I blocked. Rascal said we did get the baskets. I was on a live this morning when I came home and saw the box and gave the rundown. Yeah, that's feeding me, bro. I think Maruka had texted me and said she had got word that it was delivered and to let you know. And then I think right after that, you heard him saying it, right, babe?
Yeah, yeah, you
Like,
did.
Ty 602 said baskets means green card. She has the up. How
A
you
long
make
time.
it, how you make that intro? Chronicles needs one. You know what it does, huh? I didn't make it, bro. A friend of mine did. But I should ask him to do something similar for Chronicles, just to have something. The way I used to do Chronicles intro was I just put I had a, ¿cómo se dice? One of those things that say, this is, gang related stuff. Well, if you watch it, it's whatever. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I stuck with it for a while. But yeah, I should probably do something a little better. I haven't put in a
I
lot.
don't really care for that little guy that you created. It don't really look like you. Were you trying to make it look like you?
I didn't make it. Homeboy did, little fucker. And I was like, what the hell? My fucking nose don't look like that.
It,
You know who made it for me.
and he's a little darker too.
Yeah. I don't know how it like I don't know how he like did it. I don't know.
Like
But that was,
I don't think it really looks like you. And then you don't wear hoodies. Is he wearing a hoodie?
I don't know. Is it? I don't remember. Let me see. How do you tell? Where's the Oh, I know. Customization, branding. Yeah, it looks like a hoodie just down, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he came up with it. I need to change every. I need to do pay a
I
little
think you
attention.
do. I think you need like a refresh. I think you need to figure it out.
Yeah, you know who told me would help me? Remember, and I need to call him. Remember Grande Smoke?
Hmm.
He does like he does he fucks with music and shit. And I remember he said he knew a lot about all this type of holler. And he told me hit him up, and he would, we could work together on putting some shit together. And I
I,
just
I,
haven't had time, but I need
I
to.
could probably do a little singing. So there's a vocal teacher where I work. They said I have a little bit of a voice. Just saying. That's what they said. I don't know. But I know that's already done. I can't do that. I'm already too old, I can't do all that. So I just said no, I'll just take this to my grave, you know?
Right, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Rascal said, when we give them to the kids, I plan to take a video and share it everywhere. It's incredibly generous. Gracias to anyone who donated. Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you to everybody on here who
absolutely.
donated. Thank you to everybody who's on here who just supported, just everybody who agrees with that when it comes to kids. I know we disagree with a lot of things that we, talk about, but when it comes to the kids, we are all there 100, and I appreciate everybody for that. How many made it out of state? 7 made it out of state. 13 are going here in Arizona. 2 are going to these workers that I know, and then 2 are going to go to where you're at, babe. So I
Yeah.
mean, we did pretty well this year. It was pretty good.
Yep. 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 Not a bad show up.
Yeah, my mom's making me a little basket. I told her I haven't got one in a couple of years. Like, what's wrong with her? I've been here for like a year. I didn't get one last year, I don't think. So, no, I didn't get one last year. She did buy me something, but I didn't get something. This year she's going to, though. So
Burqueño
it's going
said
to be a
so.
good year.
First solo. Are you going to sample that sound and put it on a beat cricket banger, bo banger, banger, bo banger?
A banger,
Whatcha?
not the banger.
Tight said, is the hoop Jovan worth it? LOL.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm worth it. Thank you, Ty.
so on your first solo, are you going to sample that sound and put it on the beat, Cricket? Oh,
Oh
I
my God, no, you're not.
Mexican power. Ooh, okay.
Please don't start. That sound kind of sounds like if someone's like in trouble,
It's
about
like
to get in trouble.
supposed to be like a Rolodex type thing, like it's rolling. You know what I mean? Burkini said, fucking text to speech. Rascal said, I'll be honest, I didn't speak much of Mundo, but the few words I said were less than flattering. I was just being honest. Yeah, a lot of people I mean, he's a polarizing figure. Absolutely. He's a friend of mine now, personally. Um, doesn't mean I agree with everything he puts on here. Obviously, you guys know that because I stopped it. In my case, not him. I didn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but uh, as as a as a person, he's a good dude. I like the individual that he is. He's a good guy. Um, when you speak with him, he's a caring individual. All of that stuff. He's just a normal guy. Now, when you talk about politics or you talk about anything else, there are things I agree with and things I disagree with. It's just that's the nature of the beast. Um, I obviously not going to come on here and discuss it because then it becomes a YouTube beef. You know what I mean? And that will never be uh, something that I do. But he's a cool individual. You like him too, right, babe? When you met him,
I do. I don't agree with some of his videos and things that he talks about, but
yeah,
I've met him personally, and you know, he said he's done, and he's just living his normal life. And
yeah,
I got to have a good conversation with him, and he's a nice guy. I like him.
yeah.
You know?
And I,
But again, all friends don't agree with what we. I mean,
yeah, not everything.
do. We're not going to agree with everything that we do. I mean, I'll support you, but I don't agree with this or that. Just like a lot of people don't agree with what we do either, and
Yeah,
that's okay as long as it's respectfully.
yeah. I think the only real issue that I got, and you guys know it very well, is I don't believe that war stories help. But I've also said before, if your only motivation is just putting out stories and making money, I don't hate people for that. I'm not. It is what it is. What I don't like is hypocrisy. I don't like when people want to come on and pretend like they're about helping the youth and doing this, but every chance they get, they talking about how if you disrespect them, they'll go back to who they used to be and cut your fucking head off, and then they tell their little stories of how they almost killed 1,000 people. Um, that's the thing that I don't like. But if and I don't, but I don't want to take part in the war story thing. So that's a friend of mine. He enjoys telling his stories like as an older individual. People do that sometimes. They just enjoy telling their stories. Other people like hearing those stories, and so more power to them. I just didn't want to take part in it anymore because I felt that it was contrary to what I wanted to do. I didn't think that that was something that was beneficial to helping kids get away from that. In fact, I thought it was, counterproductive. Um, but again, I don't care if that's the way the channel's going to be. I would love to make a channel right now where I can tell news stories, but I wouldn't like to make it about the end or just news stories about everything. I would do that, but I wouldn't make that channel and say, "Hey, this is to help the youth stay away from." No, this is just the storytelling time. Um, but again, I wouldn't. I would I would argue with myself in doing so and make it difficult because I would try to do it in a way where it didn't sound like it was glorifying whatever it was I was telling. So that's the hard part of that. For me personally, you know, to each his own. Big motherfucker said, Burqueño, I hear you. Sergio said, I remember that awkward ass intro. You sounded hella nervous. Oh, mine. AP said, yeah, that figure looks like a priest. Yeah, hoodie. Oh, it kind of does, huh? Do I look like a priest?
No, you don't.
Fuck.
You don't.
You don't know.
You don't.
Vasco said, I have someone who can help on your rebranding too. The vato who did mine. Yeah, I need to do something, bro. I think I do. Really should. Burqueño said she has that side grin like the 1990s Ninja Turtles. Oh, he has that side grin.
What?
Hella, Giovanna knows everything. Keep them eyes open. LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the bar. Freaking
Story
text
time.
to speech. Burkina said, freaking text to speech. I'm done. Sing something then, said AP. Sing call.
Yes, I can't do
Huh?
that. I can't. I'll just have to take that with me to the grave.
Roscoe said, if you work with a vocal coach at your job, she must not be a great coach. Something to keep in mind.
Okay, well, first of all, Rascal, it's a he, and he's amazing. Okay, thank you very much.
Ty 602 said, no one should mess with kids, weirdos. Yeah, no shit. Geronimo
Mm.
said, just woke up. What's up, brother?
Oh, well, hello, Geronimo.
Porqueño said, she hates all my ideas. Beats, bobbleheads, y todo.
Yes, yes, I do. Come up with a good idea, a better one.
AP said, that was fire. I said, you definitely need to get in the stew. Stew is new lingo for studio.
Oh my God. Oh
Rascal
God.
said, polarizing is a good word. Of course, it's just based on his public persona. It only came up in the context of y'all doing stuff together in the past and clarifying my position. No, yeah, I know. I get it. Absolutely. Big motherfucker said, I've been at work all day. Does anyone know what happened to Trump? Um,
No, the last time I saw was yesterday on Tuesday when I guess he turned himself in or he went into the court.
yeah, he got indicted.
He got
He
indicted.
got booked in. I think today he came out talking shit about the judge.
Oh my God.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen? Oh, there it is. So Ty said he's indicted on 35 felonies, but should get dropped. Fucking 35 felonies, bro. Can you imagine getting charged with 35 felonies and knowing they're gonna get dropped? Like thinking, like there ain't no fucking way. Not one of us. 35 fucking felonies. At least 33 of those are killing us. It's crazy. Sergio said, I have a story. What's up? What's the story, bro? Break it down. Big motherfucker said, Ty, no surprise there. Sheesh. Rascal said, never trust a male vocal coach.
Okay, well, he's great. Every student he has says that he's great and encouraging, and they all have talent. So,
You
you
already
know.
know. You already know, Rascal. He's great.
Okay, well, haters. Wow.
Ty 602 said, I need Trump's attorneys. Yeah, me too. I needed them 20 fucking 5 years ago. I'm good now. Fuck, I'm done with my felonies. Ty said,
Mm.
oh, Burqueño said he got indicted and he's back in Florida now. No arrest, just a court hearing. Yeah, must be nice, huh? Just, I'll be right there. Indict me 35 felonies and I'll catch you guys later. Fuck. I show up with one, they put no bond, high risk, fucking lockdown. What the fuck? Fuckers. Rascal said, I got a good idea. Branded sporks as merch. Pinto Stilo. Pinto Stilo, a set of two, one for each channel. Call it Proper Dos. Oh, shit. Hey, that'd be cool.
What?
Sporks.
Branded?
Like the chow, like from the chow hall
Oh my God.
as merch. And then you do two of them with one with his shit, one with my shit. Call it Proper Dos. That's cool.
Oh, Lord.
Ty 602 said he's a G.
Wow.
Not unless you have that money, I know. Rascal said, those who can't do, teach. See
Those who
that?
can't do teach. What does that mean?
Those who can't sing, teach how to sing.
Oh, he could sing. He's like in choirs and stuff like that.
Yeah? How come he hasn't made a fucking album? If he's so great.
Okay, well, I'm done talking to you about that.
Burqueño said, Rascal, thumbs up. Laughing. Sergio said, a few weeks ago, my daughter farted and it got my youngest son directly in the mouth. He gagged so hard it made my daughter laugh so much she ended up peeing a little.
Oh,
Too bad you didn't record that. That'd be good for the later on. She still talks about it and laughed her little ass off, said Sergio. Ty said, B23 merch. Watch out. Burqueño said, Sergio, now that'll cause PTSD.
right.
Rascal said, no cap, I have a set of metal sporks. One side of the spork is a knife. Saw two.
What? I can't remember the last time I used a sport. When was?
A spork? Whenever you go get Chinese food?
No,
It's
I'm
been a
trying.
while.
I can't remember the last time I
It's been a
used a
little bit.
sport. It's been a while, but we have been on for almost 2.5 hours. I know it's getting a little late for everybody, so we're gonna kind of, you know, finish up the comments and you know, okay. Stop making that.
So,
I can unmute myself. It's not like you did something great.
I muted your ass for a few seconds. That was
Oh,
great.
wow, great.
Sergio said, LOL. Ty 602 said, foul. Rascal said, I carry it in a case. I come across food and don't have a utensil in case I come across food and I don't have a utensil.
That's funny.
Ah, fucking rascal. Sergio said Taco Bell still gives sporks.
Do they?
Ty 602 said CYA spork. I remember LOL.
See why? Oh,
What's CYA? You
mhm.
talking about California Youth Authority or something else? Bueno, pues, like the boss said, we're going to get the hell out of here for a minute. I'm going to make her feel good real quick.
Whatever. It's like almost 4 o'clock where you're at.
I know. I got to be at work in 4 hours. So I got to go to sleep for a little bit. Um, we're going to get the hell out of here. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. Rascal, let's try that tomorrow, bro. See if we can figure out how do the simulcast, I think is what it's called. See if we can maybe do that. That'll be cool. Um, what else? Can you think of anything else, babe?
Um, no, just thank you to everybody for, being here.
Yeah, we're finishing up the last of the Easter baskets. I'm sorry, I just remembered something that I need to check. Okay. Yeah. We are finishing up the last of the baskets. So I will post the pictures of the ones that went out of town the last couple of days, and then by this weekend we'll have pictures of Jovan in her bunny suit and doing her thing with the kids, and we'll make sure we get everything put up, including receipts and stuff for those that would like to see that part of it as well. We'll figure all that out and put it up. Rascal said it felt very weird to use an actual set of metal utensils when I came home. They were heavy. Yeah, I didn't think about it much. Well, my last years, I had regular metal in the feds. I had regular metal utensils, so I had got used to it by the time I got out. It was my last last 7, 8 years in the feds. Burqueño said, Rascal, I'm going to shoot you an email probably tomorrow. I don't have social media, but I wanted to talk to you about something if possible, bro. Ty said, yeah. Rascal said, good night, amazing people. Much love to the power couple. Thank you, brother. Sergio said, have a good night, everyone. Burqueño, of course, I'll text you tomorrow afternoon, Cricket. All right, brother. Ya sabes. Javier, if you're watching, we pray for you, mano, said big motherfucker. Yep, if you're watching, bro, I will be calling you today in un ratito once I get up. And I hope you're doing well, bro. I know you're not, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm wishing you well. Burqueño said, good life, good night, everyone. He said, peace and salute.
Good
Baby.
night, everybody. Have a good night. Be safe out there. It's a crazy world.
It is.
It is.
That is true. All right, we're going to get out of here. Gracias a todos. Tomorrow, I think we're going to attempt this simulcast or whatever. It'd be me, Jovan, and Rascal, if we can figure it out. But we're going to try it. Hopefully, if Rascal, I don't know what time you got, brother, but if we can do it kind of a little bit earlier, maybe so we don't have people staying up all night. A ver. AP said, buenas noches a todos. Giovanna, go back. All right. Good night, everybody. Till tomorrow.
No, don't end it with that. Screw that comment.
What do you want to say?
Oh my god.
Right here like this.
Oh my god.
Think of that.
I don't know, but we can't end it with his comment.
All right. Well, let's see if anybody else puts a comment. Now nobody's going to comment.
Nobody's gonna, wow, I can't stand y'all. That's it. Fine. Good night. I'm going to bed.
All right. We're out of here. You
Let's
guys
get out of here.
Hasta mañana. Let me check real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I want to check my emails in case anybody. Okay, nobody has. If anybody needs to get at us, please feel free to email me at prisonchronicles1@gmail.com. We will definitely respond. Burqueño put a period.
Okay, well, funny guys in the chat tonight. Have a good night, everybody.
Big motherfucker said, vámonos a la verga. You hear that, AP? All right. Let's go. Until tomorrow.